Alright, so this is a pre-facelift, or a facelift shifter for the 42 RLE. So I have a couple extra positions here, but it's all basically the same. So take this apart. By pulling up on these tabs. Now, I'm going to have to set the phone down for a second to do this. Alright. Pull that off. And you'll notice, well, you might notice, this is actually shaped for both shifters. So it could be for the NAG1 or the 42RLE. And what makes the big difference is the metal plate that actually goes underneath it. So on this one, it would go under there like that. And you can see how it blocks off certain parts for because my transmission doesn't use that. So the NAG1 shifters will have a different metal plate. But anyway, so here's the lighted up portion for the gear selection. Right there's where the bulb goes in. You can see that one's cracked. That's why I'm not using this one. But you can take this little clip off. Try and do this one hand. Just set the phone down again. Alright. Alright, so now it's off. It comes open like that. And you can see this is the back of it. Alright. And then here's the little tray. There's the LED that I have in there. But I was looking at this and I've found two ways that I think will work fairly decent for making this select each one. One way would be to there's that little black plastic thing that goes around your shifter here. It's like a little cover. I was playing with one that would align with the shifter, and so it would slide down and cover up the ones that aren't being used. So there'll be a hole basically that moves with the shifter, and only lets light go through the one that you want. Alright, there's one way. Another way I was thinking about doing was putting an individual LED for each one of these and wiring it up and leaving one lead disconnected, and then putting a extension shaft, little tiny extension shaft on the shifter so it's stuck over like that underneath there, and as it went by it would make contact with the lead on each one of these LEDs and turn on just the one that you're in the position of. Now, another way, which is a lot harder, which I'm probably going to look into anyway, was putting an LED in each one and then wiring it up with a trigger from the EVIC gear selection. And that would mean I would have to solder on the back of the screen matrix for the EVIC, for the gear selection part, so that when the little box illuminates around the gear that you're in, that would send a trigger pulse to the controller, which we'll probably use an Arduino maybe. I don't know, something small. And then that would turn on each individual one as it lit up on the EVIC. I'm sure John will dig into this and work out his own way of doing it. and probably find the easiest way to do it. I'll probably mess around with all three and just see what works for me. But they're just some ideas of how it can be done and an overview of what it looks like and how it works. So if you come up with anything, let me know. Same for you, John. I'll talk to you in the messages, and we'll see what we can do with this. All right, thanks, guys.